Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name's Aisa and I'm really glad you clicked on this video. So today I'm going to be bringing you guys an affordable drugstore makeup. So I'm just basically going to be doing my full face of makeup, and most of my products are going to be drugstore and very affordable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed yet, and that's right down below. And of course, give this video a like. And if you want to see more videos like these, more makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, or fashion videos, definitely subscribe. And yeah, I'll get into the tutorial and stop talking. So let's get right into it. So guys, most of the products I'll be using in this video are drugstore, but if they're not, I'll mention it for sure. So I'm gonna start off by just clipping my hair so it's not in my way. So the first thing I'll be using is this LA Girl Pro.prep, and I got this from the beauty supply store. It was really inexpensive. I've been using it a lot lately. I didn't used to use it before, but I used it a lot lately. And I do want to mention that like I've already moisturized my face and everything. So yeah, and I'm kind of in a rush, so hopefully I can get this makeup done really quickly. Okay, so once my face is prepped, I'm gonna go ahead and color correct, but this is not drugstore. It is from Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and it's their contour kit. And I'm gonna be using the shade Coral, which is basically this one right here. So if you're looking for a good color corrector, one that you could use is also from LA Girl. I used to use it back in the day, but lately I haven't used it at all, actually. I haven't used it in a while. And that's just because it was hard for me to get my hands on it, but I know that most beauty supply stores have them now, so, and it's pretty cheap, so I might actually go and get some because I'm running out of this one. Yeah, it's practically gone. So now that I'm done color correcting, I'm gonna go ahead with my Milani Conceal Plus Perfect 2-in-1 foundation / concealer, and this is in the shade Tan. And yeah, I've actually used this like a few times now, and I actually really like it. So I'm gonna use a brush to put it on first. And it actually smells really good. Like, I don't know what to like kind of smell it is. Like, I can't pinpoint it, but it smells really good. I'll be using a sponge. And make sure you get your neck really good too. Okay, so now that my foundation is completely done, I'm gonna go ahead and use my concealer, and that's just going to highlight my face a little bit, bring a little more like life and make me look more awake, I guess. And the concealer I'll be using is the Covergirl Trueblend Undercover Concealer, and this is in the shade Warm Honey. This is what it looks like. And I've used this too. I really actually like it. It's a little lighter. Like when I look for concealers, I always look for lighter concealers just so that they kind of brighten up my under eye and make me look a little more awake, you know? And I actually like the coverage of this concealer. Like, it's so full coverage and it's really, really nice. So I'm gonna blend all of that with a sponge once again. I always bring my concealer on my eye too, guys, because like I don't want it to, I want everything to like be blended seamlessly, you know, and I don't want my eye to look too out of it, I guess. Now see how that just like brightened up my eyes and it made me look a little more awake than I was? That's why I always like using a concealer that is a little lighter, like not too light, you know. Don't want to use like a white concealer either, but I like doing that. And then also I like using a lighter concealer for when I do eyeshadow so that it pops more. Okay, so now that my face is completely concealed, I'm gonna go ahead and do my contour, and I'll be using the same Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette, but I'll be using the shades Cinnamon and Chocolate. So these are the shades. Yes, so I haven't found a good cream contour palette yet. This isn't Drugstore, but I do promise when I find a good Drugstore cream contour palette, I will let you guys know. You guys will be the first ones to know. So far, this is the one I use and I really, really like it. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills and it is on the pricey side, but you do get a lot of shades. So before I used to use the concealer in this, but now like, yeah, it just, I can't anymore because it's done. And then I'm gonna blend everything, of course, with my sponge. The same part I used to blend my foundation. And this is just gonna help bring back a little more color into my face so I don't look so like white, I guess. It's gonna give my face dimension. So that's why you contour with a shade that's just like one shade a little darker than yours. Okay, so now that I'm done highlighting and contouring, I'm gonna go ahead and just set all the areas of my face just so that it stays in place and you know it doesn't move or it doesn't crease during the day. So I'm gonna be using my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder and setting powder, and this is in the shade light medium. And this powder actually really reminds me of the Huda Beauty baking powder, but like at an affordable price. So this is like way more affordable and it's pretty much like the same thing. It's the same color, well, at least the shade that I used the one that I used from there was Blondie, and this is exactly like the Blondie. And then they also have the shade Banana, which is a bit more of a yellow tone, but I don't really like yellow tone for my setting powders, so that's why I went with this one. And I'm just gonna set the places that I highlighted, so the lighter places. Okay, so the next thing I'll be using is the NICKAK New York powder, and this is in the shade Cocoa, and I'll be using that to set my my contoured areas. And these two powders are drugstore powders. And then sometimes I like going a little bit under my eyes just to make sure that it doesn't like show too much like flashback. Because I used to have that problem with my old powder that I used to use. But this one I haven't seen that problem yet. So I might just like leave it just to see how it sets, how well it sets. And then I'll use a smaller brush like this. I don't know if you can see it. And I'll just use that basically to contour my nose. And my nose I only powder contour. This is actually a really good powder, guys, if you know you're on a budget. It wasn't expensive at all. I got it at the beauty supply store and it really wasn't expensive. And so far I think it's the best powder that I've seen that has like a good range for like us darker, you know, women, because usually the tones are like way too light for like, you know, like to contour. So I'm actually gonna go over my eyes with the so now that I'm done with setting my contour and highlighted areas, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. And to do so, I'm gonna be using this NYX Dip Shape and Go Longwear Brow Pomade. And I've started using a pomade and so far so good. It's just you have to be very precise with this, you know, so it takes a while. This is what it looks like. But I really like it though, because my brows stay a really long time. And this is what it's like. So you twist this up and it gives you a spoolie on one side, and then on the other side is like a little like brush that you can use to do your brows. And then at the bottom right here of this little thing that I just, if you twist it, this is where the pomade is basically. So there's really not that much because look at how big the pomade part is, but it's all good. So I'm gonna use the spoolie just to brush my brows out. Ooh. And then just a little tip, dip a little bit at a time, you know, and kind of just like go on the side to make sure there's not that much product on your brush right away. You want to make sure the product is mostly on the tip of the brush so that you can be as precise as possible. And then once you get the shape, you can go ahead and put a little more on your brush and then just like brush it out in the middle. And then when you have less product on your brush, go back and, you know, fix the contour. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a little brush like this and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just fix my brows. I always just fix underneath my brow, not on top, because obviously I've already done my face, but I'll be using my foundation. So make sure you get a little bit on the brush and just dab it because you don't want to put too much right away. And I always just fix underneath the brow. Okay, so my brows are pretty much done. Yeah, this process you really need to take your time, because the brow pomade is like so much harder than like a pencil, just because you can't really control well with the little brush on it where it goes. But basically this is my face. Next I'm gonna go ahead and do blush, and my blush I'll be using the Duo blush, and this is also by NICKAK New York, and I'll be using this shade. This I got at the beauty supply store, so also very inexpensive. So I'm gonna use a small brush. I put some on there. I'm gonna dab some out and just dab it on my cheeks. I always smile, so I know like exactly where to put it. And then I'm gonna add a little more, but then this time drag it a little bit. Now the next thing I'll be going ahead and highlighting my face. I did not get this at the drugstore, but it's also very inexpensive, and it's my Carli Bybel BH Cosmetics palette. And I'll be using these shades to highlight. These two I'll be using to highlight my face, and this one in the inner corner of my eye. I forgot to mention, I normally go ahead with my contour shade, my contour powder, and just kind of dab a little bit under my eyebrow, just so that it's not too light, you know, because of my foundation. And I normally just drag the excess down, because sometimes that shade kind of gets lost. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the Milani Make It Last Matte Finish setting powder, setting spray, I mean. And this is the matte charcoal setting spray. I absolutely love this setting spray, guys. Like, I just love it. It's just like amazing. And it keeps your face like good the whole day, pretty much. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. So for eyeshadow, I'm gonna do something, I'm going for like a brownish toned look, which is perfect for fall. So to do so, I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. Rose Gold Sunset palette, and I've used this palette so many times. Like, I actually really like it. It's really good for everyday looks. So I'm gonna first go, if I can open it, and I'm gonna use this shade for a transition shade, this one right here. Right there. And I'm just gonna put that all over my lid, but before, I'm actually gonna go and prime my eyelids, just because I don't want to I want the shade to pop a little more. Well, I always do this just so that the eyeshadow sticks, you know. And because I'm not using too much color today, I don't need to put a lot of concealer on there. So I'm just gonna blend that in. This is just gonna make your eyeshadow pop even more, guys. So you don't have to do that, but it's gonna help it pop, and it's gonna help it like last longer, in my opinion. And you can blend your eyeshadow with either a brush like I'm using, or you can blend it with just a sponge. I used to have a little sponge and then I lost it. I don't know like what happened to it, but I need to get my hands on it, because it was perfect for like little crease areas like under my eyes and on my eyelids. Yeah, so just make sure it's blended and it dries before you put any eyeshadow. Next, I'm gonna go ahead with the shade I showed you guys, this one. And I'll just put that right above my crease so that it creates kind of like a transition shade. And this palette is really inexpensive. You can find it at any drugstore or Walmart. So I'm just gonna go until I get my desired color payoff. And this is just gonna create like a seamless look. It's just gonna make it like blend all together way better. Yeah, so today's look is very simple, but I think it's very like elegant, you know? Just keep adding some. And I want the color right underneath my crease to kind of pop a little more. So I'm gonna go into that duo palette, and you guys see there's like 2 shades. This one is a little more red and I want more orange undertone, so I'm gonna use the same shade I used on my eyelids. I'm gonna use it and just put that right underneath the crease, just because I kind of want a bit of dimension. And the shades in here are nice, but I want a little more like orangey tones, if that makes sense. And just go lightly, guys, and continue packing it on, because if you go too heavy, it's gonna be harder to like remove it, to fix it. And you see that kind of created like an orange tone, which is what I wanted. It's more like a reddish orange, but it's okay. Ooh, it's coming out so nice on camera. And you put this like right underneath the crease, you know, like right inside the crease and just underneath. So it's a little different than where you put the other shade right above the crease, this one right underneath. Okay, so I'm pretty happy how it looks right now, and you see how it kind of brought a little bit of color. That's what I wanted, so it's not too like dark, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this fluffy brush. I'm gonna take this brownish shade. Let me show you guys. This one right here. And it's really, really dark, so I'm gonna like be really, really gentle and pack it on gently as I go. So don't be heavy-handed, because this, like I said, the shade is very, very dark. So see how dark it is? So I'm focusing that mostly on the lid, and then I'm gonna like blend upwards. I feel like it's coming off more as a, like, it's a very, very dark brown, almost black, but it's not black. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into the shade next to it and just kind of use that to help with the blending. See, I'm blending upwards. So I'm just blending those 2 shades together just to create like the perfect shade, perfect brown shade. And I'm going kind of in a V in the outer area of my eye, and that's just to create like that effect that it's going that way. And just take your time with this, guys. Because it's dark colors, you really have to take your time, because it's easier to take off than to, it's easier to fix it. Well, no, it's easier to put more than to have to fix it. And then just to lighten it a little bit, I'm gonna take that first shade we used in the crease, so this one, and I'm just gonna put it on top so it's more like, it comes out more brown. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and use this brown shade right here and just top that mostly in the middle. I feel like I never use this brown, so this is gonna look like so cute. Yeah, definitely. And that's just gonna add a bit of sparkle. Ooh, I love that. I literally never use that brown, guys. And to do so, I'm using a flat brush. That's very good for pressed powders or glitter powders. Flat brushes are amazing for shimmer eyeshadows, glitters. That's like the best. I'm adding more, guys, just so that it looks like shimmery and like, you know, so that it comes out. Like, I feel like you guys see it now a lot on camera now. But yeah, I actually really like this look. I don't know why I've never done something like this. So yeah, this is basically the look. Now we're gonna move on to lashes. So now that the look is done, I actually already put mascara on because I was out, but this is the mascara I used. It's by Bourjois Paris, and it's called the Twist Up the Volume Mascara. It basically has two sides. I might actually add a bit more. Yeah, no, I don't really need some actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, that's the mascara I used, and I didn't like it at first. I'm not even gonna lie, I really didn't like it at first, but now the more that I use it, the more that I like it. Another really good mascara that is drugstore that I would recommend is the Maybelline Sensational Lash Mascara. That one is the bomb, like I always go back to that one because it's the bomb. But anyways, I'm gonna go on and move on to the lashes. And the lashes I'll be wearing actually are not drugstore, but they are very affordable. And it's these lashes, and they are by the brand The Wink Cartel. I actually like, it's a really interesting name. I actually like it. So yeah, I got these lashes and they're in the style Lorraine. This is what they look like. They are 20mm lashes, which isn't bad. It's actually good, and it comes with a little spoolie, guys. Like, that's so cute. I actually really like that. I like the packaging too. It's really cute, really simple, really straight to the point. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put these lashes on, and I believe I'm gonna go and cut them because my eyes are actually really like small, so I need to cut my lashes for sure. So that's another tip for you guys. Definitely make sure you measure your lashes and then cut them before putting them on, because most of the time, like, lashes, when they come, they have these little strips. Let me show you guys. Yeah, this is definitely a very, it looks like it's gonna be a very good like everyday lash. Look at how, let me just do a like quick view from the, I don't know if you guys can see that well, but it's very wispy. Like, that is crazy. This is what it looks like. Very wispy, but it's like still kind of like short. So I'm excited to try them on and see how they look. So yeah, most of the time lashes come with these little strips on the side, so make sure you cut the lash so that it fits your eye. Otherwise, it's just gonna irritate you. That's a very good tip that I have for you guys. So another thing, the lash glue that I'm going to be trying, guys, I'm not trying it, I've already tried it, but the lash glue that I'm gonna be using is the Duo Lash Glue. And this lash glue is actually really good. Like, I always use it. Another good lash glue is by Ardell. Both are drugstore. This one I always find more easily than the Ardell one, and it's not that expensive actually. And this one is the white one, but it dries clear. So they also have a black one. So yeah, definitely if you're looking for lash glue, I would say drugstore is the way to go. So this is how it looks with one lash on, and already you can tell the difference. Like, this lash is actually really not that long. Like, it's not bad. I like it. And the strip is also very, very small, so that's a good thing. You know, like, I guess it's not that heavy on you, on your eye. So this is what it looks like with both lashes on, and I actually really like these lashes. Like, they're not too long, they're very, very, very wispy. Like, they're so curly. I don't know, well, you guys probably can't see it, but they're so curly. Like, I don't think I've seen a lash like this so far. You know, like, normally lashes are pretty long, but they're not really like curly. So I really, really like that. It's different. And also, like I said, the strip is really, really small and thin. So basically it's like you don't really feel it on your eyes. So, and that's how I like my lashes. Like, I don't like strips that you can feel that you have something on your eyelid. Like, it just annoys me so much. And with this one, you don't. So definitely, if you guys want to check out these lashes, they are from the wig Cartel, like I said. And yeah, like, I think they're really good for an everyday type of lash, you know, especially for people that don't like doing too much with their lashes. This is definitely something I would recommend. So next, for my lips, I actually already did my lips, but I lined them with a brown liner, and you guys know that I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour in the shade Espresso to line my lips. And then I went ahead and used this Sugar Bee Cosmetics lipstick in the middle on my lips, and that's basically my go-to nude lipstick. And that's basically how I completed this look. Both the lipstick and the lashes are actually black owned, so definitely check them out, guys. And yeah, that's basically the final look. So guys, this is the final look. This is what it looks like. I actually really, really like how this look turned out. Let me know down below, you guys, if you like this look, if you would definitely wear it, what you think about everything, just all the products that I used. And if you guys have used any of these products before, definitely let me know down below. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like these, for more makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, fashion videos, or even lifestyle videos. Definitely subscribe to our channel and give this video a big like if you like these videos and you want to see more. And definitely share it with anyone you think that this video might help, or anyone that needs more makeup and is looking for an affordable route to get their makeup. So definitely share that with them. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye guys.